Redcliffe's. Redcliffe. Oh, so I just did a live and I was going to do some more walking. I'll show you where I am. I'm just here and I was just going over this way, jumped over those rocks and I was about to head down that way. So it's a new section here. It's just kind of opened up again. They've just redone it. See the Redcliffes? Redcliffes. Hey, Gaza. And yeah, I obviously dropped out. So Gaza, where did it drop out? Did you see me jump over these rocks? So like, it seems to be like I'm compiling a place, like I know exactly where I drop out. Like if I go walking above up here, it drops out. If I walk in another location, I know exactly where it drops out. I've done the research. You're back. Yeah, I'm back. So obviously, I just want to know where did you guys last see me? Because that way I know how far to go. No, it was when you were showing us how to. Oh man, that's just here. Okay, that sucks. All right, well, I was taking you on an adventure that way. Obviously, we can't go that way. That's a pity. Anyway, so I've just started another one. So guys, this is why Redcliffe is called Redcliffe, right? Because when the first settlers, should I say? No, not the first settlers. Let's say adventurers came on their big boats from Europe and England, I guess. They stopped off here and they looked up at these beautiful red rocks, red cliffs, and they went, "What a cool place!" Like, and they just thought that looks like they're red cliffs, right? Red cliffs. Let's call it Redcliffe. And they were actually going to make this a first settlement. Now, keeping in mind that Australia, the first people of Australia, there were Indigenous people living here. So this whole area called Redcliffe, lots of Indigenous people used to be here. And on the last live, we were just discussing that there was a guy called Alan. He was saying that in Africa, there's certain areas where they've got red cliffs, red rocks, and they were saying that the reason why, like, it's a myth, it's not proven, but the reason why they reckon that some of the red rocks were called like red was because a lot of people were slaughtered because of blood. So unfortunately, in Australia, there was a lot of slaughtering of Indigenous people. Yeah, which is really uncalled for, I think. Um, Obviously, the Indigenous people see these people on these big boats and they're like, what the hell? Who are they? So obviously, they were trying to protect themselves and their family. And yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that, but I just want to say the Indigenous people are the first people of this country of Australia. So we're talking about Redcliffe in southeast Queensland in Australia. And this is why Redcliffe, which I love because I'm from Redcliffe, this is why Redcliffe is called Redcliffe. Because it's got red cliffs. It's pretty cool. Anyway, guys, that's what I want to show you. I was going for a walk. I was going to take you that way, but obviously the last live cut off, so can't do that. I was trying to show you some Indigenous painting. Not that I'm Indigenous, but I was just showing you how you could wet this, and basically, oh, you don't even have to wet it because it's been raining, right? Look at that. So just rub that, right, and then. So you imagine if I had a bit of, something to paint on. I could, do finger painting, or I could use like bits of stick. If I rub that in there, okay, maybe not that. It needs a little bit harder. Let's do this. A little bit of bark. Okay, and then we're going to paint on here. I did do an experiment. But anyway, stay tuned. One day I'm going to bring some paper bark and I'm going to do a painting using some of this stuff here. Like I might even watch some Indigenous videos and see how they do it. Because the Indigenous people do some amazing artwork. I don't know if anyone's seen some of the Indigenous Australian artwork. They do a lot of, they're famous for dot painting. So like, yeah. Dot. Anyway, obviously I'm not Indigenous. Don't want to do any disrespect. but I just think it'd be amazing to have a go of trying it. I mean, I like watercolors, and but it'd be nice to be able to do something from the bush, so to speak. Anyway, let's go this way, guys. I love this being in here, right? I just feel like when I come through here, I feel like I'm just in a whole adventure to myself. Like I'm the real Dora the Explorer, or like, Indiana Jones, like, discovering new lands, or Tomb Raider. You can tell who my idols are, like, Tomb Raider, Lara Croft, Dora the Explorer, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Like, I love all those kind of adventure movies. Hence why, my nickname is Dora, right? So, anyway, and I love to travel, and, even though I live in this area, to me, this feels like I'm traveling. I'm wandering, right? I'm wandering. So you guys can do your own wandering, you can wander in your own backyard. I mean, there's amazing stuff in your own backyard to see. Whoops. Oh, look at that, guys. Ugh. Okay, so now I have the red cliffs of Redcliffe on my shoes. All right. So these guys are probably looking for worms to go fishing. So this is quite a big fishing area. A lot of people go out in their boats here, go fishing. And this is the dog beach, guys. Oh God, that's a big dog. Massive dog. Okay, I don't want to show people in the videos because that's not right. But yeah, just look at those trees over there, okay? What kind of dog is he? What kind of dog is he? God, he's huge, isn't he? That's a normal size? Oh, how old is he? Can I touch him?
They're generally up around the 95, 100 kilos.
Gosh, how much do you eat, buddy?
Everyone says that, but he doesn't eat much.
Doesn't eat much?
Not for his size. He shits like he does.
Oh, I can imagine
And drinks a lot of water.
Oh, he's beautiful. I actually haven't seen a big one like this before. God, you are gorgeous. You are gorgeous. What's his name?
Sam.
Sam. Hey, Sam. Hey, Sam. Sam. Oh, you're cute. Oh, thanks a lot. He's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So how old do you reckon he'll live for?
Oh, that's the worst part. He's nearly 7, so their lifespan's generally 8 to 10.
Oh.
But I'm hoping more for 10 than that.
He looks really healthy though, doesn't he?
Yeah, if there's any blessing, his father was 8-year-old.
Okay.
He was on a property.
Yeah, right.
He was a lot smaller because he was on a property.
Lots of running.
So
right.
I'm hoping that I've got papers that say he's purebred, but he's not.
He's not purebred.
But
he looks like it, doesn't he?
He could be, but he's
but,
it didn't worry me.
Yeah, no, but I mean, at the end of the day, if it was purebred, you would have spent a fortune on that dog.
Yeah. I'm more than happy that he's got a little bit of. I think his mother's got a bit of French Bordeaux, just a touch.
Right. Wow.
And the father was definitely purebred English Mastiff.
English Mastiff. Wow, he's beautiful.
But if you Google English Mastiff on YouTube,
yep.
you'll find that he's probably small.
Yeah. Right. Really? Yeah. He's small.
Mm.
Oh, you're not small, are you, Sam?
He's probably got a bigger girth than a lot of them around
here. Yeah, he does look quite big, doesn't he? Yeah.
His head's not as big as
okay, right. Yeah. But his body's huge.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
You are a unit. Look at the feet on you. He's gorgeous though. Well, enjoy the time you have, hey.
Oh, I call him Brad Pitt of the dog world.
Brad Pitt of the dog world. Oh, I can see that in you. Got that face. Got that face. Well, enjoy your moments, hey?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like anyone, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, but they are like humans, aren't they?
Oh, he's my best mate.
I can imagine.
We do everything together.
Oh.
And that's.
Oh well. He looks great, so let's go with that.
Yeah.
See ya.
See you, mate.
Bye. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. What a gorgeous dog. So you can see that guy. I didn't show his face, obviously, the owner, but he's had him for 7 years. And normally those dogs, those English Mastiffs, their average is about 8 years. So he knows that, he's going to lose his mate in a couple of years' time. Or, yeah, that's sad. That's the hard thing about dogs, right? Really hard. Okay, guys. Oh, we got Paul in the house. Hey, Paul, how you going? Oh, am I breaking up again? So, Paul, typical Dora. I've cut out again. This is my second live for the day. I was showing the Redcliffs of Redcliffe. You've been there before, and I cut out. Or have I cut out again completely? Probably. Oh, okay. Yep. Okay, let me take them out. I don't need them actually. Thanks for letting me know, Paul. We don't need them. Hey, Shanster, yeah, we cut out. Typical. But anyway, that's right. What I'm doing right on these lives, I'm working out exactly where I can walk and do a live, and then like there's a cut-off point. Like I know fully well that if I walk just up here and just past that tree, it cuts out. Now I know when I walk past where I was trying to do the painting, it cuts out. So, I mean, I know it's annoying for you guys, but you know, I'm doing the market research, guys. Maybe someone will pay for that information one day. I'm just joking. I don't know. Maybe they would. How are you going, Paul, anyway? Hey, Susan! I think you jumped on when I literally cut out. And you said, oh, I think the live's over. Oh, you know, typical me. How gorgeous is today, guys? So Paul and Susan, actually Gaza, have you met Gaza? Gaza S2, he's from Queensland. He's a new person to the live. We chatted, I don't know, a couple of days ago. He used to play professional football. We were talking football because my father-in-law was a professional footballer. So anyway, but we're welcome. But anyway, so sorry. Oh my God, what's his name? Gaza. Sorry, Gaza. Gaza. How was the fog this morning? So guys, there was fog all over here this morning. And obviously when it's foggy, it turns out to be an amazing day. Like this is a ripper of a day. Like normally I have a jumper on or a sweater. No sweater needed today, guys. She's a ripper. Am I breaking up again? I'm so confused. Okay, wait on. I think I'm... Okay, sorry. I think I am here because I was just stuck in the wrong... I was in the top of the comments. So I'm at the end now here. Overcast. So Susan's got... So High Country Homestead is Susan. Overcast and windy down here in Victoria. No, I'm here, Dora. So thank you, Susan. I'm here. You went mute, but you're now okay. Okay. You know, story of my life. If I'm not muted, if I'm not accidentally weeing on a toilet with the mute on, I mean, not off, that's happened. Yeah, I'm full of adventure, aren't I? Anyway, whatever. It is what it is. So anyway, like I was saying, I'm trying to introduce you guys. So I did have Carrie. I think Carrie's in there still. Carrie, are you still there too? So Carrie was saying that she mentioned me in one of her last videos at the 4-minute mark or something like that. So that's cool. Thank you. Thank you for mentioning me, Carrie. So I've got to mention Carrie because Carrie is the lady that, if you watched my live I did with Kathleen's Place last week, I painted a ladybug and I was watching watercolour with Carrie's video and her short to learn how to paint a a ladybug. And it was easy. I mean, I'm not saying it was easy, but like if you follow the instructions, it wasn't that hard. So yeah, cool channel to watch because you learn different art techniques. And yeah, I like art, so yeah. And so Mike, hello Mike, how are you going? Welcome. You missed the first live where it cut out, so you didn't miss anything. I'm just going to put my earphones back in my car since I'm back near the car. I don't have any pockets today, guys. All right, we're going to walk to the other beach. We're going to walk to the beach where that boat was. So the original boat, remember when I first started showing you guys the boat, the big humdinger boat that's in front of the mansions, the big mansions with the pools on the decks. So they took it away last week. So let's go to that beach, which is just over here. So just up this way. So I think I've pointed this out, guys. See this little place here? There's a little motel here. So I'm originally from the country. I'm a country girl originally, hard to believe. But my dad was a school teacher, and every August and September we would come here for 2 weeks holiday around the Eka time. So right now we'd have 2 weeks here, and you can imagine a little Dora playing on this beach. Loved it, loved it. So when my dad kind of semi-retired from teaching, he thought, you know what, let's take a family and move to where we love. So yeah, we moved to Redcliffe. So that's why I love Redcliffe, because yeah, we used to come here as kids. So Mike, you started a new job? Okay guys, we're going to do something different today. Let's just stay there, okay, for a second, okay? Put you down. Oh. Let me show you what we're doing. We have hopscotch. Do you remember playing hopscotch? Why don't we play hopscotch anymore? Like, is this just for the kids or is this for adults? Let's have a look. We use a bit of glass. So that's hopscotch, guys. How long's it been since you played hopscotch, guys? I need a bit of water after that. Yeah, so how long's it been since someone played hopscotch? Just asking. Okay, let me just stay in the shade for a bit. It's quite warm, guys. Let me catch up on some chat. Because Mike, you said you started a new job and you don't like the job. Why? What's going on? So Susan's getting help on the land today, which is awesome. So Susan needs to step away, that's okay. So yes, so Mike's got big construction job. The pay is good, but no days off for 10-hour days. Oy, yikes, yeah, it's a big job. All right, let me keep on going. So is my friend Alison still in the background? Have I lost Alison? Oh my gosh, look at this dog. How cute is that dog? So I've got a late start today. So I can do a little bit of walking today. And what a beautiful day. Because I've got to say, I reckon it's going to get hotter today. So it's probably nice to go walking now while it's not so hot. Have I lost everyone again? I swear to God, every time I put the phone down, I do all the things. I updated the app. I turned all the apps off. I turned my Wi-Fi off. And I think it's still cutting out. I don't know. I just can't win at the moment. That's okay. That's what it is. Oh, okay, you're still there. Okay. All right, so did you see me doing hopscotch? I'm just kind of confused if, like, I'm really getting muted out or what. You've never played that game before? Really? My gosh. Like I say on my channel a lot, like, why did we stop having fun? Like, why did we stop, like, skipping and jumping and playing games? And I'm not, like, adult games of, like, you know, beer pong, that doesn't really count, right? Oh, no, it does. It's a game, right? You're just getting mighty, mighty drunk playing beer pong. But it gets its game. Look at these houses, guys. So one of these houses is where I do Pilates. I won't show you which house I do Pilates at, but that's why I'm down this end of town. And that's why I'm doing the live a bit later than I normally do. Because, yeah, I've done Pilates this morning. It was great. I exerted a lot of energy. Love Pilates. So good for us. Hey, Paul. Paul, have you played hopscotch before? I reckon you're a closet hopscotcher. I've got to say, I've noticed with my lives, right, that my first live does really well until I cut out. And then I lose traction. But it is what it is, guys. Not much I could do. But now I know, guys, if I go further in that little section, I get cut off. So, you know, technically, guys, you are like my test bunnies. You are part of my social experiment. So, you know, you're ground level, guys. Social experiment with Dora. Where can Dora do lives, and how far can she push it till she gets cuts out? I know it's annoying. But, you know, if you're liking me, you'll stick around, right? So I'm going to try to walk on the grass a bit to get the mud off my shoes. Because look at that. Oh, my gosh. I'm doing the moonwalk, guys. Watch it. Moonwalking. Oh, yuck. I don't know how I ended up getting mud up here. Ugh. Okay, doesn't matter. These are my old shoes anyway. So I also know, because of trial and error, if I just walk along this path through here, we'll cut out. So I actually have to walk along the beach. Oh, bummer, hey? I have to walk on the beach, guys. Otherwise, the live will cut out again. Oh, we're going to take you out here, guys. It's good, the nice little aspect out here. Hey, Ange, how you going? Okay, Susan, I knew you would love hopscotch. See, we are so aligned, Susan. Guys, this is why I pick up rubbish. Because these guys, they're huge. They can live to like 100 years. And they're all out here. I've seen them on the beach when they die, and they're like, you know, they've got propellers cracked in there, like the back of their shell, or they've just died of natural causes. And they're on the beach, and I tell you, the whiff, it's so bad. Like the smell of rotting turtle is a smell that it's horrific. But, you know, to see these beautiful animals dead is just horrific. That's why I can't stop picking up rubbish, guys. That's why I will sidetrack, I'll bend over, I'll annoy you guys as much as I can to pick up rubbish, because they matter. That's really why I carry this bucket, guys. I mean, I'm picking up sea glass, I know, for these projects that, you know, I may or may not finish. So, guys, I still haven't done much with my, you know how I was working on the lamp? I haven't touched it since probably 2 weeks ago. But, guys, I am doing a live. I'm organising a date with Heather. It'll be the first week of September. And Heather's going to teach us how to wrap, so wire wrap jewellery. So I'm going to wire wrap sea glass and make like a necklace or earrings or chandelier or God knows what. But anyway, this is where we are. Little platform out here. So that's where we were just over there, guys, Redcliffe's. This is the beach that had the boat. So Mike, the boat was down there. I don't know if you can see, but there's a pool on a deck over there. The boat was there. So we'll walk down there. But I just wanted to come down here, get some fresh air. The breeze down here is beautiful. It is a scorcher, guys. I'm a little stinky on the arms too. Oof. That was from Pilates. Oh no, don't thank me, mate. I do it for the beautiful animals. Like, I love filming the animals, right? Like, I feel like it's my payment to animals to, like, you know, I film them all the time. I'm always filming pelicans and seagulls and platypuses and whatever I can find, right? Kangaroos, koalas. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not. But, you know, like, they don't, you know, I don't charge the animal for my exploiting them on videos. I mean, I'm not really exploiting them. I'm trying to show awareness, I guess. But that's my kind of payback, is that I will pick up rubbish on the beach. And if more and more people did that, I think we would definitely have cleaner beaches. So guys, this beach here specifically is quite a popular beach for people picking up like crystals and like interesting rocks from the sea. And then when I say that from the sea, like an hour that way is the Glasshouse Mountains, and they're volcanoes back in the day. They're definitely not, they're extinct volcanoes now, but like, you know, millions and millions of years ago, we're talking 150 million years ago, they erupted. And all their lava went spewing into the streams and into the rivers, and then obviously into the ocean, right? And then over the years, if you're lucky, when you walk along here, if you're not so distracted like Dora is most times, you can find really interesting things in here, like petrified wood. I don't know, I'm trying to find some petrified wood. It's hard, but there's actually wood in here that, yeah, has been petrified, which is amazing. Okay, so see this here? That there. Now, why I know this stuff, guys, is like, I'm no geologist, right? Trust me, I'm no nothing. I'm just Dora. Okay, that's going to get wet. But I was walking on this beach the other day with a client, and I met a lady who is well knowledgeable. She was 70 odd, and she walks down here every day at the change of tide and picks up rocks and different formations and things. And basically she said to me, that there is actually old lava that has been hardened, and basically it's turned into glass. So she said that's like glass from the lava. Don't ask me how it came about, but you know, millions and millions of years ago, that was lava. You know that the ground is lava, the ground is lava. So yeah, anyway, there you go. But a lot of people come to this beach, and I think the tide's coming up, guys. Is it coming up or going down? Let me have a look. Actually, I think it's going down. Okay, maybe we're lucky. Maybe this is the tide change. Maybe we'll find some interesting things. But this lady, she walks along. She's got a stick, so she's walking along, literally, and digging up everything just to see. And underneath these things, she finds crystals and amazing, amazing things she's found. But me, I'm just walking along the beach, right? And if I trip over one, then I'll pick it up. But it is amazing to see, you know, that something that's come out of a volcano millions and millions of years ago ends up on this beach in different forms. Hey Deb, how you going? So guys, I'll do a bit of introducing since we've got a few people in the house now. So I believe first in the chat was Gaza. So Gaza S2 is a new person I've just met. He is from Queensland. I don't really know too much about him. I don't know if he has a channel or anything like that, as in I haven't checked it out. Maybe you guys can if you want, but he's 57 from my last conversation with him. And he used to be a professional footballer. I think he played for Parramatta, and he's lived in Redcliffe, and he's a country boy actually. He lives in a town near Roma originally. And my partner Diego is originally from Roma, and all his family played football, so we were kind of talking football. So that was an interesting connection. And then we had Watercolour with Carrie. So Watercolour with Carrie is my friend that does watercolours, obviously. And I was talking about how I was on a live the other day with Kathleen's Place, and I studied one of Carrie's videos, which was a long form video of how to paint a ladybug. And it was very cute, and I thought, you know what, I could do that. And even Mike encouraged me, said, you can do it, you can do it. And then she also had a short. So while I was doing a live on Kathleen's channel, I was painting the ladybug. And of course I tagged Carrie and said, I told her about it and said I painted it, and I was inspired by you. Anyway, she said that she's mentioned me on her video, her latest video. I don't know what the video is about, but we should go have a look. And she said, if you don't want to watch the whole video, it's 4 minutes in. And then next on the ramp, we have Paul D. Australia. So Paul D. Australia is a creator. He creates content on what he sees in his backyard around Phillip Island. He's in Phillip Island in Victoria. So that's down the south coast of south of Australia, basically, the southern bit of Australia. And he does lots of walking on his island. He sees lots of wildlife, from pelicans to different birds. He sees lots of different rock formations, different plants, different rivers, different oceans. He sees whales sometimes. He didn't film that this year though. And he shows some of his travel snaps from when he went traveling in Thailand, and he's actually planning a trip to Bali. So watch out, watch the space. Paul is going to be showing us some Bali content, what Paul gets up to in Bali. He'll take us on that adventure. And more than anything, he's a proper cool dude. He supported me, and I think I've entertained him quite a few times, probably way more entertainment than he actually even wants some days. And yeah, he's a proper nice guy. He was actually my first moderator. So he's like one of those guys kung fu fighting. He'll, if you say anything rude or inappropriate, he will So proper cool dude. Oh, and then we have Shanster's Travel. So Shanster's Travel is new to the chat. We met her yesterday, I think. Well, I didn't meet her yesterday, but I met her on a live a couple of days ago. She's a cruising channel. She's from Wisconsin. Oh, no, yeah, she's from Wisconsin. Was she from Michigan? No, she's from Wisconsin. And, yeah, she's coming to Australia, guys. She's coming to Australia in February. She's coming to Brisbane, where I live. Well, 30 minutes that way is Brisbane, without traffic. And then she's catching up with some friends, a friend. And then she's going to go to Sydney. And then she's going cruising. She's going on a cruise to the South Pacific, which is going to be her first cruise in the South Pacific, which is cool and exciting. Oh, look at that, guys. That is proper cool, guys. I don't know if you can see that with the quality. Whoops. I would say that's quartz, but this lady that I met on this beach said that's like rock glass. That's proper sea glass from the volcano. So I don't know. But you know what? That's pretty. I'm going to keep that. Because you know what? I could wrap that. As I said, I'm going to do a live with Heather, and Heather's going to teach us how to wrap that with wire. So I bought some wire from a jewellery place. That's actually pretty. I think that's really gorgeous, guys. So back to Shazda's Travel. So you'll find on her channel, you know, cruising inspo, travel inspo. She's working at the moment. Apparently I'm like podcasting with Dora at the moment. She's listening in the background, and I think she just adds her P's and Q's when she wants to, which is fine. But she was actually really helpful yesterday in encouraging our friend Susan, which is High Country Homestead, because High Country Homestead is Susan. She is in Victoria. Fun fact, Paul, that I just mentioned, used to live very near where Susan lives now. So Susan has a homesteading channel, and she lives on 360 acres. And, you know, just through the chat and watching her, oh my gosh, guys, sorry, sidetracked. By watching her channel, I'm, you know, and really in the chat, I'm really getting to know her more and more in the chat about country living, homesteading, about, well, this is interesting, guys, about wombats. I love wombats. I went to Tasmania, and the wombats are just so gorgeous. But like Susan's like, no, I do not like wombats. They have destroyed her paddocks. So she's on 360 acres. She's got cows. She's got chickens. She's got, yeah, she lives off the land, right? And the wombats, they burrow into the ground, right? And they burrowed so much into the ground that her cows fell in to the holes. Now, she works on the land by herself. So she's 50-something. And she's told us that she's got lavender hair. And, yeah, so she couldn't get the cows out of those holes. And they died. So that's pretty tragic, guys. So, anyway, it just made me think a little bit more about wombats. I mean, I still love them, right? Obviously, but I don't want them on my land, right? And I don't want them on Susan's land. But she can't shoot them because you're not allowed to do that. But she's got to try to find a way to, yeah, somehow just, yeah, not let them destroy her land and kill her cows, basically. But anyway, Shanster was very much in helping Susan yesterday and helping encourage her, because Susan basically said, when I get to 800 subscribers, I will start doing lives. Because, you know, look at Dora. She's just, well, actually, when I started doing lives, guys, I was probably on 300 subscribers. I'm on 600 subscribers now. It's taken me a while, but that's okay. I'm all about slow and steady with mine, but, you know, I'm also not, you know, I have a job. Susan literally lives off the land. She's wanting to be monetized because obviously that would be another stream of income for her. Because of where she lives and how much land she gets, she doesn't actually get money from the government. So she lives off her, oh, look at this. That is pretty. So Shanster, these are the kind of shells that you're going to see when you go to the South Pacific. These are not shells you see here on this beach normally. These are from like the Pacific Ocean. It's kind of pretty. That's very pretty. Yeah, so like I said, Susan, she earns like $36 a month by selling chicken eggs. So she does a whole barter system. She's completely off-grid living, and I love what she does. But yesterday we were trying to encourage her because she's got to 800 subscribers. So that's like, happy dance, Susan, right? So she's got to 800 subscribers, but like overnight she lost 50 subscribers. And then it goes up to, then she gets them back again, and it goes down and goes up. So she's kind of like flitting around on the 800. And also she's very nervous about going live, right? She's like, I've got lavender hair, people will hate me. And I'm like, people will not hate you. We love you in the chat. We don't care what you look like. You could have green hair. And Mike was trying to encourage her too yesterday. But yeah, Shansta was sharing her link. And we're all, yeah, so like, I think this morning I checked, you're on 880 subscribers. And I was encouraging everyone to like share one of her posts, go to her page and like watch a video. It's not, I'm not talking about sub for sub, guys. If you're not interested in off-grid living, don't give her a sub. But you could go watch a video. She'd appreciate that because, she's watch time too. So yeah, we're wanting to encourage her that, doesn't matter what you look like, how you look, you've got something really good to say. And I think Susan has lots of good stuff to tell. Well, anyway, personally, I want to know about it. And I reckon the chat would want to know about it too. So anyway, that's my friend Susan, and that was my friend Shansta, all wrapped in one. Travelling Brian, how many 10-pound pommies live around here? Well, probably a few. Actually, a lot of 10-pound pommies live in Australia. Let's face it, if we weren't convicts, we were 10-pound pommies. All right. I kind of forgot, guys, that I'm literally looking at the start of the chat because I was seeing who to like shout out. Okay, so Susan says, well, I posted a post acknowledging that I'm thanking my 800 subs. Okay, so Susan has acknowledged she's on 800. Woohoo! Susan! Happy dance for Susan. Happy dance for Susan. Happy dance for Susan. She's on 800 subscribers and she's going to go live and tell us all about homesteading. Okay, so then we have Ange, which is Nana Ange Nails It. So Nana Ange Nails It. She has a nail channel. Now, so she posts stuff about nails, right? So we're having a quick look. I'm not sure if I actually subscribed yesterday, and I was on kind of a bit of a busy day yesterday, but I put one of your videos in one of my playlists to go back and actually, acknowledge your page and give you a bit of love. Because I think sometimes, we're both so busy running around that you can watch a video and sometimes you forget to actually like the video and put a comment and subscribe. So I didn't want to forget that. So because obviously you came on my channel yesterday and you're back again, so thank you. And you were really nice yesterday, so it's nice to meet you, Ange. This is where the boat was, guys. So Mike, this is where the boat was. That's what I was talking about. That is the house that's got a pool on the deck. And that brings me to Mike Adventure Sparks. He creates content on adventures that he does in Minnesota. So he's from the state of Minnesota, but he's originally from Colorado. And he loves fishing, absolutely adores fishing. Sometimes he's fishing and he's listening to podcasting with Dora. So he's always lurking in the background. We've become Instagram friends, so I see him on Instagram. And yeah, look, he's got a great energy. He's a nice guy. He's also a moderator here, so, you know, if there's any bad stuff, he'll go on your world. This world with Paul, Deb and Susan. So, you know, if you make friends with him, he'll make friends with you. And he was also very supportive of Susan yesterday also, kind of egging her on, saying that it doesn't matter how you look. Because actually Mike was talking about another channel. That's how I actually made friends with Mike, on a guy called, I can't remember his name. He's kind of like, he's like not a big guru, but like, you know, he's a somewhat guru in the YouTube world, telling us what to do and not to do. But anyway, that's how I made friends with Mike. I saw one of his comments and I thought, you know what, I want to be friends with that dude. So I went over to his channel and yeah, watched a couple of his videos, put a couple of comments, and he came over to mine and watched a couple of my videos, put a couple of comments, and yeah, we're friends now. So these apartments here, guys, sometimes we get a storm surge and those apartments, those bottom ones, get hammered. They've only just recently got redone about a year and a half ago. There's a really bad storm and they got completely flooded down the bottom there. So they had a big insurance job there. I always like looking at the houses, guys, and just wondering who lives there. So we also have Deb Warwick. Deb Warwick is not a content creator. She's a watcher. But I know that I see her on Paul's channel. I'm sure she's on a few other channels that, you know, from these lives. So she makes friends with everyone. She is going through a bit of a health challenge at the moment. And she's been on holiday to Colorado just recently and had a nice time with her family, seeing her family. But she's just come home and she's been a little bit sick. So she's, you know, she's got a nice vibe. She's always friendly to us. She's always watching my videos. I really appreciate you, Deb. Like, Deb, honestly, I do appreciate you because, like, if you don't watch my videos and, like, once my live's done, it's done, right? Not too many people come back and watch a rerun of your lives. But you do. You come and say hello and, you know, you comment about, you know, the weird things that happened in the lives. There's quite a few weird things that happen in the lives. But yeah, I really appreciate you, Deb. And I was saying yesterday to you, because she just bought a rebounder. So I just bought one of those rebounders, you know, those mini trampolines. And I love it. Absolutely love it. Anyway, Deb just bought one and got one delivered. And I was saying to Deb, can you please speak to your doctor to make sure that it is okay for you to be jumping on a trampoline. Even if it's just like this movement, it could actually, you know, increase your heart rate and do something funny. So anyway, just saying, disclaimer, just because I do it doesn't mean that everyone should do it. I encourage, if you want to do it, yeah, go for it, but go see your doctor, go see your physician, you know, make sure it's safe for you, right? Just because I do it doesn't mean it might not be good for you guys, right? Like, for example, I'm always encouraging Paul to dance. Always encouraging Paul to dance. He doesn't want to do it because that's fine. He doesn't want to do it. It's not his thing. But, yeah. But like, you know, he's still going to watch my page. He'll still give, you know, laugh at my dancing. But, you know, he doesn't have to follow what I do. But what I'm saying is, what I'm really just trying to say is be careful. Like, just because I'm jumping on a beach, it's not, you don't jump on the beach if you don't want to, or if you've got health problems, because I've had friends jump on the beach with me and they land funny and they've actually hurt their leg. So for example, one of my ex-boyfriends was a Mexican guy. That's a whole nother story, but we were at the beach in Bondi Beach. And of course, you know, Bondi to everyone is like the pinnacle of Australia. So he was doing a jumping for joy with me. and I was videotaping it, and when we landed, he landed funny and he hurt his leg, and it ruined the next 2 days of our holiday in Sydney. So, yeah, take that as an example. So, we might walk back this way, guys. I just realised my car's this way, right? So you can kind of gauge, guys, that I love walking. I could walk all day and all night. Like, I actually love it. And I'm really grateful that I can walk. I know that not everyone can walk. So guys, this is really interesting in here. See here, this is all used to be lava. And it's all milky and like you can touch it, and it's like those rocks up there, the red rocks that I was trying to paint with. So when it's low tide, it's really pretty. Really, really pretty. You can see it all here. Okay, who else do I need to talk to about this chat today? Matt Launton. G'day, Matt. How you going, buddy? So Matt is another one of my friends that I've only met through lives. He likes to watch lives. And that's good because that's how I met him, right? Because sometimes you're going to have friends that don't even watch your content, which is fine. Though Matt does comment on my funny dances. But what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of people that only watch lives. So Susan, in the background there, another reason why you should start doing live, Susan, because there's probably a whole lot of people that will never watch your channel, Susan, then they only watch lives. So if they see a live by Susan, like High Country Homestead in Australia, they might watch it and go, oh, I wonder what this live's about, and your topics could be wildly like you've got so many topics you can talk about. Like why wombats are not good on a farm. Why I want to kill wombat. I mean, obviously that's a bit of a, a title that's probably going to be catchy, but, it's not probably politically correct. But yeah, so, you'll get a lot of people doing lives and you'll make friends with them. Like, for example, Matt Launton. I've been doing lots of lives and that's how I met Matt. Matt is from Cheshire, guys. He's like the Cheshire cat. From the UK. He's a proper cool dude. He has a channel. He's a content creator too. He does a lot of hiking and walking, which is, one of my favourite topics, around the countryside of Cheshire in the UK. And he also likes droning. So every time I see Matt, I go, oh yeah, I should do something with that drone I've got that I need to get rid of. And also, Matt likes dance music. So there's been plenty of times, hey Matt, that boat's gone now. So Matt and I were talking one day with Mike, and there was another guy, Peter, one day, and we were all just talking about dance music. It was hilarious. Like, not everyone loves dance music, and I know that because every time I post anything remotely about dance music on my Instagram or on this channel, I get crickets because people don't like it. Like, a lot of people don't like it. They grew out of it. Even in the comments, I've got people, my friends, go, yeah, I used to love that music when I was in my 20s. And I'm in my 50s still, and I love dance music. Hey, actually, Matt, I saw Paul Van Dyke on Saturday night, or should I say Sunday morning. So, you know Paul Van Dyke, don't you, Matt? So Paul Van Dyke is, sorry guys, if you don't like music, it's fine. It's my channel, and I will talk about everything and anything. So dance music. So Paul Van Dyke is a DJ that he's about, I think he's probably pushing on 60, probably. He's German, and he's been playing dance music for over 30 years. So I first saw him. I absolutely loved him in my 20s. And I happened to be in New York City. It happened to be my birthday. And my friend who I was with rang up the local nightclub, which at the time was the big nightclub in Manhattan in New York, was Twirlo. And he rang it up and he goes, oh, who's playing tonight? And they said, Paul van Dyk. And I'm like, no mammoth way, like no bloody way. My favourite DJ on my 25th birthday, I'm in bloody New York. How bloody exciting. I mean, I want to swear then, guys. I did swear. It was amazing. And so I got to see Paul van Dyk play in New York City on my 25th birthday. And I'm just going to say, thank you, universe. Like, that was amazing. And since then, I've seen him. I used to live in Mexico. I saw him play on the beach in Tulum. I got a cheeky selfie with him. So me and him going. He was off his head. So the DJ world has a bit of an undertone of drugs. Since then, he's cleaned himself up. I've seen him a lot of times now in Australia. Not too many DJs come to Australia anymore. But yeah, he did. And he was fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Hey, Maddie, how you going? So anyway, that's my friend Maddie. Sorry, that's my friend Matt. So Matt's saying, yes, he knows who Paul van Dyk is. So I've just been on a rant about Paul van Dyk. Anyway, so Maddie, hello Maddie. Maddie, the duck mama. She's changed her handle again, guys. So let's talk about Maddie. We're doing a bit of a shout out about all the cool channels that, you know, support and I watch. I'm sweating, guys. Can you see the sweat? My moustache. It's sweating. It's actually really warm, guys. It is 9:34 a.m. on Friday morning in Australia and it is steaming hot. It is absolutely amazing. There's a bit of a breeze, which is nice. Oh, it's warm. So Maddie's changed her handle again. So 2 days ago when I saw Maddie, her channel was just Maddie. A week ago, she was Maddie the Duck Mama. So she keeps on changing her names, but she loves ducks, obviously, guys. So Maddie is from Arizona, and Maddie shares content on her channel about diamond art. So I don't know if you know about that. If you don't, check out her channel. She does a lot of lives. She's a faceless channel. She doesn't show her face. I've got her to come on one of my lives before and introduce her channel, but she does it faceless, and that's okay. Not everyone wants to be, you know, show their face. So that's another way, Susan, you could probably do faceless lives if you want to. I mean, I'm saying don't. So I reckon people will really, yeah, like I said, it's okay. It doesn't matter. But anyway, I'm talking about Maddie at the moment. So Maddie loves animals. She loves ducks. So every time I'm on a live, I get lucky sometimes and I show her pelicans. Sometimes she sees the koalas. I don't know if you were with us the day but we saw platypus. But anyway, there's no pelicans here today, I'm sorry. There's the whale boat. That's the boat that's going to go out and see the whales today. They'll see humpback whales. They'll go out to the point out here. There's a point there called Flinders Point. There is an island there. You can't see it today. But there is an island out there called Moreton Island. Hence why this is called Moreton Bay. These are the days that Redcliffe absolutely shines, guys. That sounds really, really tacky to say that, but Redcliffe shines. Look at the water. Just looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, I know it's not turquoise, it's not, you know, it's not white sand beaches, mate, but this is my beach. This is where I live. I love it. If this was turquoise beaches, sorry, turquoise water and white sand beaches, I couldn't afford to live here, so I love this place. I think it's home. And, you know, as I go, I rattle off about Redcliffe. I should be a real estate agent, shouldn't I? It's pretty. So, have I missed anyone in the chat, guys? I don't mean to miss people in the chat. I don't mean to miss people. I do it every now and then. I don't mean to though, guys. But because I'm now walking into the sun, I really can't see the chat very well. So I can see the last chat was Ange has got it's just beautiful. No views like this in Iowa. Oh, that's right. So Ange is from Iowa. Angie's from Iowa. I need to say that a few times so that next time you're on the live, I know that you're from Iowa when I introduce your channel. Angie's from Iowa, guys. So these people have got the Australian flag up. They're very patriotic. That's actually just finished there, Lucia. It's kind of very, I don't know, South Beach style. Couldn't even imagine how much those apartments cost. I reckon at least $500,000 easy, probably even 600. So that in US, I'd say easy 300,000 US dollars for one of those apartments. I'd say probably even more, probably 400. So the real estate on this area has become really, really a lot of money. Like, I got lucky. I bought a property here for my father. So when my father was alive, he's one of those, well, there's a lot of people when they get older, they become asset rich, as in the land they live on, but they don't have any actual cash. So my dad was a retired school teacher. He had a pension. And yeah, he basically didn't maintain the house very well. So I actually bought the house off him. I got a pretty good deal back in the day. And I still have a mortgage. I well and truly still have a mortgage. But I bought it to help maintain it while he was still alive. We had an agreement that he could live in the house till he, what happened to him, whatever happened to him. At the time I bought it, I thought my dad would live forever. But unfortunately, a couple of months later, he was diagnosed with stage 4 stomach cancer. And I'm really glad that it only took him 6 months, unfortunately, and he passed away. I say that in a way because I'm glad he didn't suffer, because cancer is a horrible thing. So anyway, I thank my dad for, I'm very, very grateful that I was able to get into the market, the housing market. That was about 8 years ago, 9 years ago now, I think. 9 years ago, I got into the market. Previous to that, I owned a house with a boyfriend here. And when we broke up, he kept the house and he paid me out a little bit of that for that. And I spent every cent of that money because I absolutely hated him at the end of our relationship. It was really sad. And it was probably me being me. I literally spent every cent. I went to Mexico and lived the best life. Travelled and all the things. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. So when I came back to Australia, I had to start from scratch and obviously start saving money again. But yeah, it was possible, and thankfully I'm really glad that I did buy that house off my dad. Because I tell you guys, this place, Redcliffe area, is so damn expensive. Like, back in the day, you could buy a house for like $90,000, like a little apartment. Man, you couldn't even get a caravan park for $90,000 here now. It's so bloody expensive. But anyway, I'm very grateful that I get to call this home. So guys, I'm rabbiting on now because I really can't see the chat. I can just make out little bits and pieces, like Matt saying something. Matt got sorry to hear that. Oh no, don't worry about it, Matt. I'm very, very grateful that I had my dad. My dad died at 87 years old. He was an old father. I think he was about 50 something when he had me. So he was quite an old father. Older father, should I say. And yeah, so I got to, have the best role model. Not everyone has, a great relationship with their father. Some people don't even have fathers in their lives. Some women decide that they want to have their own child without a husband for different reasons. So, and that can work for them. It can work for the child. But, I just feel eternally grateful to the universe, Allah, Buddha, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, that, my father was my father. And I think he raised a pretty cool girl. And a lot of my, my thoughts and how I am are because of my father. I mean, obviously the green thumb about native plants didn't rub off on me, Paul. That definitely didn't rub off on me. My dad was a big native plant lover and knew every native plant in Australia down to its T. I would go bushwalking with him as a child and just be like, oh, God, Dad, do you have to stop at every tree? You know how dogs stop every tree and wee on it and sniff it? My dad would stop at every tree and like pull a leaf off, smell the leaf, scrunch it up, put it in a pocket, draw it. He always had a sketchbook with him and he would draw the leaf and, find out the different characteristics of it. He was doing his research because he wrote a dictionary called the Dictionary of Botanical Names here in Australia. And I still sell that book for my dad. It's not something we do like money. It's just a bit of a passion project. So guys, I think that's actually plastic. I got excited one day because I thought that was actually red sea glass, but that's actually just plastic. But eat that. Yeah, so Maddie, sorry, there's no ducks here today, but if we zoom out here, Maddie, you'll see these weird birds. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. It's really glary. Can you see that? There's some weird birds out there. Anyway, that's nature that I'm going to show you today, Maddie. So my car's still over yonder. So, go me. We didn't cut out, but I know fully well if I walked in front of those mansions there on the path, I would have cut out because I've done that on a live and it cut out. So, you guys are on my social experiment, seeing where I can do lives and where I can't do lives. So this is my second live this morning because I'm an overachiever. Oh, someone's doing some fishing out there. So why I just picked up that little red bit? Because I don't want the turtle to eat it. So someone's fishing over there. What a great day to go fishing, guys. So if you're here, Mike, in the chat still, mate, you would love fishing here today. Such a beautiful day. So guys, this is winter in Australia, guys. Well, sorry, I'll take that back. This is winter in Queensland, not Australia. Because where Paul lives, I'd love to know. Paul, can you tell me can you describe the weather right now outside your door? Or wherever you are, if you're walking, tell us what the weather's like. So sometimes, oh, here we go, look. Someone's painted a little turtle on the electricity box. It's pretty cool. And that'd be like an octopus. So you can actually write a letter to council and you're allowed to paint these if you tell them what you want to paint. Obviously you can't just paint some weird thing. This is a nice street here, guys. That's just a new house that's just got built. They're just finishing off the finishing touches with the painting. So guys, I've got some people coming up, so I want to put the phone down so they, I'm not filming them. Well, I'll do this way actually, guys. That's what I'll do. Well guys, I've enjoyed this walk. It's been so beautiful. There's a lot of people out this today because it's so gorgeous. So it is 9:40 something at the moment. So everyone that's not working today is out and about. I am working today. I was at a late start. So my phone has got the red started to show, saying that, I'm under 20 clicks. And yes, Paul, I do have a battery pack with me in here, in a doggy bag that we use for poo. Obviously it wasn't used, but I've double bagged it. I've been having issues I've been picking up rubbish and then the battery pack gets wet. So I've been double bagging it and even wrapping it in a tissue. I'm trying to look after things. But I think I'm going to make it back to the car because the car's just, not far away from here. So guys, I think this is the start of summer. Well, start of winter, spring, should I say. So yeah, 1st of September is spring here. So it was really, really foggy when I woke up this morning. Really, really foggy, crazy fog. And when it's foggy, it means it's going to end up being a massively amazing day. And I tell you, it is massively amazing already. I've absolutely loved that walk. That was lovely. I'm glad I could share it with you guys. See, look here. It's got here, turtle, bin it. Because all the rubbish, the turtles get stuck in it or they eat it. So that's just a bit of a reminder why I pick up rubbish. My gosh, this is like a weekend here today, guys. There's people everywhere. It just tells you the weekend here is going to be massive. There's going to be so many people. It's good for the businesses, the fish and chip places anyway. So there's the hopscotch. I did hopscotch before. I can't walk past it without doing hopscotch on it. It just has to be like a mandatory thing I do. Every time I walk past it, I jump on it. And it was just nice of me today to put the phone down because normally the phone's like this with me jumping up and down on it. All right, so I see my car. Let me just see how bad my shoes are. Oh, we could take our shoes off, can't we? Actually, we will take our shoes off. So these shoes I've got here, these are like my shoes I take like to the sand, like if I'm on sand or something like that, because they're older shoes. They've been worn to death with walking. And I just keep them in the back of my car. So I'm just getting back to my car. I am so thirsty for a drink of water. Let me just see the bottom of my closed shoes. Oh my goodness, they are so dirty. All right. Whew. Electrolytes. Needed that. Oh. Man, that was amazing. All right, shoes off. Put you down. When I get in the car, I can say hello. I just can't read anything, guys. Look at that on my shoe. I guess I'll pick up the rubbish, but look at this. I can take this off. Good. Yeah. So yeah, venturing's dirty, right? We'll take them home and wash them. Gonna have to wash them at home. Check that out. So guys, these are thongs. Thongs. In Australia, we call these thongs. Thongs. T-H-O-N-G. Thongs. Bottle of water is leaking. Okay, battery charger, dry. Keys, dry. Maddie, duck. Quack, quack. All right. All right. Oh my gosh. It is warm, guys. Okay. That feels better. No, they're flip-flops. No, they're thongs, man. That is what we call thongs. Thongs. The other thing we call G-strings. Anyway, if you get it, you get it. Oh my gosh, it's warm. So the car says it's 22 degrees, guys. You can Google that in Fahrenheit. It means it's quite warm and it's only 10 o'clock. That means it's going to, by 1 o'clock, it'll probably be about 27 degrees. So that's warm. So yeah, summer is coming. I love summer, guys. Summer is my best. Spring is a good time too. Also means that this is when the snakes come out. So snake awareness is a really good thing. That's why I videotaped that guy doing the snake awareness thing the other day on the live. So I'm turning you around so I don't look so cross-eyed. G-string is male. Matt, no, we call them G-strings for women too. You can call them whale tails. Oh my gosh. Okay. Where is this conversation going, guys? You guys are leading astray. So guys, I'm going to go. I don't know who's left here. But anyway, whoever's left here, Mike and Matt talking about G-strings and weird things like that. God, what's wrong with you guys? Come on, guys. Anyway, I'm going to love and leave you. Oh, guys, I was going to plug. I completely forgot to plug. On my live list, go to my lives and you'll see a scheduled live. It is at 6 a.m. Australian time. So that would be the afternoon in the UK. It is going to be 3 p.m. in Central American time. I'm doing a live with a lady called Laurie. Her channel is Aging Rebel, and she's going to tell us about 75 Hard. Have you ever heard of 75 Hard? Anyway, people over 40, we need to exercise, right? And yeah, so anyway, if you're over 40 and you're interested in, you know, some stuff about exercise, we're no doctors or physicians or physios, but we're just talking about what we're doing, being over 40 and, you know, helping our health. So anyway, 75 Hard is a very interesting thing I've wanted to do. I don't really know too much about it, but anyway, Laurie has done it and she's actually writing a book about it, 75 Hard. So she knows a lot about it. So anyway, if you're interested, catch me on the live. If you click on the live, it'll tell you when it's actually going to be on in your area, and then you can be notified. Or you can watch it on the rerun. Either way, I don't care. It's fine. But anyway, catch me on that. I think it's going to be an interesting chat. She also encouraged me. She has a rebounder. That's where I got the idea about rebounding. I mean, I've wanted to buy a rebounder for ages, but just watching her talking about rebounding, I thought, you know what? I need to bite the bullet and buy one. It still took me a couple of weeks to bite the bullet and buy one, but that's another story. So anyway, go to my live list. It's on scheduled 1. Click on it and you'll be notified. It'll tell you when it's going to be live in your area. So be live, be square, whatever. If you want to watch it, doesn't matter. I don't care. It's all good. Thanks for joining me this afternoon or morning for wherever you are. I'm going to finish it on. I'm going to finish it on a dance, right? This is called Radio Roulette. Let's go to the beach. Okay, I better not do that too much because I get like a copyright. But you can do it for a couple of seconds. So ready again? We're going to do another song.
What's happening, man?
That's it, man.
In story.
Oh, I hope I don't lose you.
Can't dance to that.
Reel on his phone.
Get on the floor, like it's your last chance. If you want more, then
Woo!
here I am.
Okay, guys, that was me dancing in the car. Whew. Oh my gosh, it is warm, guys. Okay, guys, catch ya.